Howdy do, fella kids. It is the professional Dillweed here, and welcome back to another video. And today we're riding a BUSA. And the people that are insane enough to lend me this here BUSA, and yes, you do have to say it with the emphasized B, otherwise it's improper. But the people who were kind enough to lend this to me are Freedom Powersports up here in Canton, Georgia. They're your go-to dealership for just about anything. They have some really nice people and a really nice inventory, including this here BUSA. So if you guys are in the area, or if you're not, be sure you come check them out. And be sure to tell them I sent you. This is the 2022 Suzuki Hayabusa. I was actually fairly surprised whenever I walked in here and even saw it. Because, to my knowledge, I thought they were done for good. But, here it is. And it has been massively updated, but you still get the BUSA telltale signs that it's a BUSA, even ignoring all the BUSA badging on it. Just looking at it, you can still tell it's one, but after what feels like an eternity, they finally updated it. You get a really nice facelifted front end. Still looks like a BUSA, but greatly improved over the previous generation, which I feel like dated back to the 90s, and I'm pretty sure it has. And the rear, the rear looks so much better. It looks so less bubbly. I think that's the word I'm looking for. And it looks even better with them on. Those are the wrong keys. Would you just look at that? Oh, it just looks so good. And just for giggles, I haven't seen it myself, but oh yes, even the turn signals look all sorts of classy. I actually have never ridden a BUSA per se. I've had the opportunity to, but I never have. But I'm actually a big fan of how they redesigned this. They really, really modernized it. Was that the right word? I don't know. But if we go up here to the dash, you still have analog gauges, which I'm actually not complaining about. And I am a big fan of just analog gauges on bikes to begin with. It's just very retro, which I guess is something that they were also trying to go for, given they're still trying to keep the BUSA design to make it still look like a BUSA. So it got me thinking about this. The top speed of this bike is electronically limited to 186 miles an hour. So with that said, if you go fast enough and go all the way around here to 180 and go 6 mile an hour faster, it will appear that you are as if just standing still. Alright, with all that out of the way, let's hop on this thing. And let's get her cranked up. And I was surprised to see that I didn't even have to use the clutch to start it, even with it being in neutral. Because Suzuki's, for whatever reason, like to be like that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and adjust these mirrors so we can see who's losing. And yes, I am in fact squidding out today. And if you have a problem with it, you can fight me. And let's get going. I'm not sure as to why my Cena is beeping at me, but it is in fact beeping. Alright, first time on a BUSA. We'll see how this goes. It's not even completely warmed up yet, and I can feel the heat radiating from this engine. But that is to be quite expected. It is a quite large of an engine, but it is to be expected with it having 1340 cc's of just jaw-breaking power, which cranks out just around 188 horsepower. But whenever I was looking around online, there was a bunch of varying numbers, so don't quote me on it, because I saw like 5 different numbers, but that one was the most consistent. Over 1300 cc's of raw power. That's a larger engine than that.
Nope.
As well. Well, depending if... probably not, but it is a larger engine than a Mitsubishi Mirage. And it has well over double the horsepower as well. Oh yeah, but sitting here in traffic, you can definitely really feel that heat. And it is, in fact, starting to cook my thighs. Hello there, Mr. MT-07. You want to race? I'll give you the hit, I promise. Oh, nah, he hid. He got scared. Just, even though I'm just rolling into it and doing... In fact, I'm actually doing legal speeds. It's just so smooth. I'm just getting up to normal speeds. I have been on super bikes, well, before, and even just getting up to normal speeds, it was kind of rough, per se. But this is just so smooth with it. And even surprisingly, what else is smooth is the ride. I mean, this is also a smooth road, but I wasn't expecting for it to be this smooth. It's nice, which is probably also part and due just because of how long the darn thing is. It is massive. I can see it way back there in my rearview mirror, but it also weighs a lot. It weighs 582 pounds, which is more than 2 Honda Groms, which is kind of insane. It is also a up and down quick shifter, which I have only seen one other time in the Suzuki 1000R I rode, and it is real nice. But another thing that's got to be addressed is the seating position. It does bend you way the hell over. And I don't necessarily look out for the riding position to bend me way the hell over, because, well, I'm scheduled to get bent over by the IRS here in the next couple months. I'm trying to figure out exactly how hard I want to give her a rip up here on this a straightaway. Because I'm not even gonna lie, I am slightly terrified of this thing, because I know what it's capable of. But anyway, let's take a quick trip through Mexico, just see what she's got. It was maybe like an 1/8 of the throttle, and it just did that ever so effortlessly, and that was probably 90 miles an hour. I am in fact actually going just, well, the speed limit, because I'm on a BUSA that doesn't have a tag, and cops do in fact like looking for those. But out here on the interstate, it's actually pretty comfortable. There's a lot of just wind up here, but tucked down here, wind is greatly diminished, because you're definitely going to want that at 186 miles an hour. And yes, I know, I was being a little bit of a pansy with it. Well, because I do know what this bike is well capable of, and I didn't want to, as what they say, fuck around and find out. Yes, this thing is fairly quiet, but even then, the sounds it make are orgasmic. So Freedom Powersports told me that they got 2 of these whenever they came in, and the person that bought the other one brought it back, and it only had 20 miles on it because, well, they were more than likely scared for their life. If you even dare so sneeze with the throttle, yeah, you'll teleport, well, across the country, because I can even tell just one crack of the throttle, I'll end up in Ohio. Oh, that up and down quick shifter is really nice. Just for me to point out just exactly how massive this thing is, there's a monkey behind there. I'm actually really impressed with this bike, and I can definitely see why there's such a massive following behind it, and why there was such a massive heartbreak whenever they said that they were going to stop production entirely. But here we are. Alright, so if you guys have any other suggestions as to what you want to see me ride next, be sure you leave a comment below, and I'll try my best to get my hands on one. And with that being said, that is when we start wrapping up today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure you show some support by dropping a like. If you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button. And Buzza Bartley, be sure you hit that booty. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.